to tell us more about what Alert Level 2 means for those living near Taal. We have on the line PHIVOLCS Director Mr. Renato Solidum. Good morning, sir. Let's head straight for the point. Are we expecting Taal to erupt anytime soon?
At Alert Level 2, it would just mean that there is ongoing magmatic activity, that this may lead to an eruption, or it may not lead to an eruption. At Alert Level 2, this is a step that will elevate the awareness of people and anticipate what can happen. So we cannot say that there will be an eruption soon. Most likely, if the magma that is beneath the volcano would rise slowly, then it will take time. It is also possible that there will be no activity. Now, it all depends how fast the magma would rise, just like what happened last year in January of 2020. When the explosion, then it enhanced the ascent for the rise of magma, and it to a more eruption. So faster the magma rate is, typically the explosion, the eruption will proceed.
All right, sir. At this point, we are not recommending evacuation just yet, but then just so we know, what are those things that we are waiting for before finally the PHIVOLCS will recommend evacuating residents?
Prior to the eruption last year, when there were people on the volcano island at Alert Level 2, the evacuation will involve only those people in the volcano island. But since there was an advisory issued last February that people should not be present in Volcano Island, people who went back there were already evacuated, quote unquote. Now, there will be a situation, the alert level would be raised to 3.
All right, so we will monitor the alert levels as of now, but then at alert level 2, what are the preparations that LGUs and residents of nearby barangay should do?
The local government residents, people that were affected by the 2020 year eruption last year and who were affected, should review their prepared evacuation procedures and make sure that the roads and pathways that were damaged by the eruption last year were fixed, so that in case recommendation for evacuation will be done at after alert, and they can actually move out very easily.
Right, could you tell us how many volcanic tremors have been recorded over the past 24 hours and whether we should be concerned about this number?
It's not simply the number that one should focus on, but also other parameters aside from earthquake events. But in the past 24 hours, we have recorded 8 volcanic tremors, 4 low-frequency volcanic earthquakes, and 1 hybrid earthquake. So it's not only the number, but the type of earthquake event. The hybrid earthquake is quite significant because it could tell us that that earthquake was produced by rock fracturing and movement of gas or fluid. And this was not observed in the past months, except, of course, during the weeks after the eruption of 2020. So these earthquake events are significant enough to indicate that there is indeed shallow activity beneath volcano, and this shallow activity is being fed by gas coming from below the volcano, from the magma in place in 2020, and this continued degassing would cause the earthquake events and would also change the temperature of the Great Lake to be higher and more acidic. More significantly, we also have a survey, a gravity survey, which would tell us if there is a newly in place dense material beneath the volcano. The has increased, meaning that there is activity and migration to the volcano. Hence, we need to raise the alert level to alert level.
All right, Director Solidum, one last question before we let you go. Is it likely for us to see a repeat of the destructive ashfall that we saw from Taal in January sometime last year?
It is always possible if the eruption would progress. It is also possible that the eruption can be less explosive. It all would depend on us, the map. It is also possible that no activity will happen. We're still at number 2.
All right, thank you for those clarifications. We will be watching Taal closely. That was PHIVOLCS Director Renato Solidum.